What if I told you that the secret habit of Olympic athletes, Nobel laureates, visionary founders and even the most grounded, resilient teens isn't hustle, discipline, or even talent. It's something quieter, almost invisible. Something you already do every day, but probably overlook. Today, we reveal the silent habit of top performers and how you can harness it, starting today. Hi, welcome back to Tiny Habits, Big Life, where small, sustainable shifts create extraordinary outcomes. The secret habit is intentional reflection. Not just thinking, but structured, purposeful reflection. Research shows surgeons who spend just 15 minutes reflecting after a procedure improve performance by over 20%. Without extra training, students who take 5 minutes to write about what they learned and how they learned it outperform peers, even with identical study time. Top performers don't just act, they observe, integrate, and adapt. Think of it like compound interest for your mind. Small, regular deposits of awareness, paid back as clarity, confidence, and calm. Here's a practice used by elite performers, stripped down to just 3 minutes a day. No journaling experience, no problem. Step 1 is the win. For 30 seconds, ask, what's one thing I did well today, no matter how small? Maybe you spoke up in class, set a boundary, finished a task without procrastinating. Name it, own it. This isn't bragging, it's rewiring your brain to notice your own capability. Step 2 is the lesson. For 90 seconds, ask, what challenged me and what did it teach me? Shift from why did this happen to me to what is this here to show me? A missed deadline? Maybe it reveals a need for better time blocking, not laziness. A tough conversation. It might highlight your growth edge in emotional honesty. Step 3 is the micro shift. For 60 seconds, ask, if I could do one tiny thing differently tomorrow, what would it be? Not a resolution, just a 2% tweak. Examples. I'll put my phone in another room for the first 20 minutes of study. I'll breathe once before replying to a stressful message. Tiny, specific, doable. That's it. 3 minutes. Pen and paper, or a voice memo while brushing your teeth. So why does this work? Neuroscience confirms. Reflection activates your prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for planning, self-awareness, and emotional regulation. Without it, we're on autopilot, reacting to notifications, comparisons, and deadlines. With it, we move from survival mode to intentional living. And emotionally, in a world that glorifies busyness, reflection is radical self-respect. It says, my inner experience matters. My growth matters. Not just my output. Teens who reflect regularly show greater emotional resilience. Young adults who reflect make wiser financial choices, like saving before spending, or pausing before impulse buys. Because when you understand why you act, you gain the power to choose how you respond. Meet Ria, a 17-year-old preparing for board exams and college applications. She felt stuck in a loop of burnout and self-doubt. She started the 3-minute ritual, quietly, just before bed. Week 1, her win was texting a friend to check in, something she'd dismissed as unproductive. She realized connection is productivity for the heart. Week 3, she noticed anxiety spiked when she scrolled social media first thing in the morning. So her micro shift. Open my notebook before opening my phone. Within a month, her focus improved, but more importantly, she said, I finally feel like I know myself again. That's the power. Reflection turns experience into self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of every big life. You don't need more time. You don't need to be deep or wise. You just need 3 minutes and the willingness to pause. Not to fix yourself, not to judge yourself, but to witness yourself, with curiosity and kindness. Try it tonight, just once. And if it feels grounding, come back tomorrow, and the next day. Tiny habit, big life. If this helped, hit like it helps others find this message in a noisy feed. Subscribe to Tiny Habits, Big Life for weekly reminders that real growth is often quiet, consistent, and deeply human. And in the comments, we'd love to hear, what's one tiny win you had today? Let's lift each other up. Remember, excellence isn't about never falling. It's about learning how to land, rise, and adjust with grace. You've got this. See you next time.